She's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Black Ink Crew New York Season 6, Episode 7. Yes, I moved the camera back a little bit. I hope everyone had a great Wednesday. A spider bit me on my lip. So if y'all see, like, what's on her face? Like, this little spider bite. Well, I'm assuming it's a spider because there are no mosquitoes out. And usually spiders bite me, and they're just weird, and they're like little stalkers. But I'm not Spider-Man or nothing like that. Anywho, I hope everyone had a great day. Today was a good day, a good long day at work. Have another good long day tomorrow. And a good long day on Friday. You know, back to the regular rat race of my regular job on a daily basis. But this episode of Black Ink Crew, you know, it was interesting for the most part of it. Some stuff I was like, what? But, you know, it is what it is. Some part I was like, yay, welcome back. But let's get started. So we see the beginning of the episode starts off with, you know, Seeds and Sky is in Atlanta. I don't care about the Atlanta antics. You know, Sky talking about how she's so happy to be home at her mansion in Atlanta. Girl, bye. You know what I'm saying? I have a love-hate relationship with Sky. Sometimes she irks my nerves. Sometimes I love her. But it is what it is. So while her and Cesar, they're talking and chit-chatting, we see that Ted FaceTimes Cesar to let him know, hey, Alex got arrested. Now, I don't know why you call Cesar because Alex got arrested, because Alex is not Cesar's responsibility. And what is Cesar going to do from Atlanta? But as we see what he going to do from Atlanta, Ted tells Cesar he need to come back and help out with Alex. I'm looking like, I would have said, I ain't got nothing to do with that grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying? If I went to jail, I don't think my employer would be like, you know what? Let's go get Julie out of jail. That wouldn't happen. My ass would just be in jail and probably would lose my job. But this is a reality show, so it is what it is. Cesar say, okay, well, fine. You know, I'm going to come back or whatever. But he says how he wants Sky to come back with him. I don't know why it takes two people to go back to New York to get somebody out of jail. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why Ted didn't just find out why Alex was in jail, because when Steve was like, what are you in jail for? What happened? Oh, well, he was in case because he made some payment for child support, with probation or whatever. And then after that, they took him to jail. I don't know why. You didn't call to find out? I mean, at least call to find out first. You called to find out what the situation is, so that you can say, look, he got, you know what I'm saying, this murder charge, man. And they said the only way he can get out is if his boss come back and sign and say he got a job. Okay, that I get. But if you don't know why that man is in jail, don't call me and FaceTime me so you figure out why, because we don't both need to be in the same state for you to figure out why he's in jail. Hell, Cesar could have called from Atlanta to find out why that man was in jail. But I digress. It is a reality show. That's why I said some things I was like, this is some bullshit, and this was one of them. So Cesar's like, okay, we're going to go back, and I want Sky to go with me. Sky like, I ain't going back. I'm never, ever leaving. I ain't going. And all that bullshit until Cesar said, you know what I'm saying, I'll buy your plane ticket and I'll fly you first class. That's all it took. I'm surprised that Sky is so against going to New York, considering the fact that she is from New York. And I can see if you were born and raised in Atlanta and you happy to be back in Atlanta, but I've never known for someone to move out of state after living somewhere for so long and being upset about visiting their hometown. My thing is, you don't have no family in Atlanta, so why would you not want to go back to visit people and see people? But, you know, if you don't have shit in New York and you got shit in Atlanta, I guess you might as well be in Atlanta, or you not living in, you know what I'm saying, some little-ass apartment down somewhere in the Bronx somewhere, or somewhere small and little or whatever. Girl, if you like it, I love it. It is what it is. Because, I mean, think about it. What does Sky do in Atlanta? Right. So, the next thing that we see is the whole gang, everybody else from 113, they're at a cooking class because Kit is smart. And she said, you know, because we don't have a manager right now, let me make sure that I keep everybody out of trouble, and I'm going to have us be preoccupied. I think that's smart. Hence, why Kit Ass could be manager. Kit could be manager. Walt could be manager. Donna can't be manager. I'm still confused as to why Sky is manager, but you know, it is what it is. From there, we see Jada is late coming in. So Jada come in, you know what I'm saying, her little blue hair. I guess it's a blue light special on weaves on VH1 because everybody on VH1 got these blue weaves. And she come in saying how her roommate got a new job in California and she leaving. And oh yeah, Donna, don't you need somewhere to stay? You can be with me. You can live. You can be my roommate. And I'm like, girl, when can I move in? And she was like, you can move in this weekend. What kind of person gets a job in California got to leave in days? Like, what kind of job she got? Like, what kind of regular person is she? But, you know, I guess if you fancy, you can do that. It can happen, but it is what it is. But I'm like, oh, Lord, the damn dynamic duo, thing one, thing two. Jada and Donna living as roommates is going to be petty and messy. Petty because I just feel like they both just, like, not going to wash the dishes. And messy because I feel like they both might be a little bit loose. Just because... You know, Jada was already flirting with Donna and was flirting with Walt a little bit when she first got there. So I'm like, you know, Jada might be able to be, she might be in that sharing mode. So, you know, we never know. From there, you know, Jada said how, you know, yeah, because me and Donna are two peas in the pod. What kind of pod? A prostitution pod? Because if you seen how Donna was at her last roommate's place and you know Donna, you know what I'm saying? She's been a little squatter for seasons and seasons and seasons. But, you know, I equate that to the fact that Donna is just now becoming a regular member on Black Ink Crew. Remember I told you, I think maybe a couple episodes ago. It might have been it was a couple episodes ago on Black Ink Crew, this one. You know, that when a new person is on there, they not really getting paid. Like that dang on girl, Jada not getting no real money. Because this is her first season. She's only been on maybe 3 episodes. You don't get paid a lot from the beginning. You get paid a little bit and you get some exposure. And then you use that to book shows and book club appearances and that kind of stuff. But you're not, like, she ain't getting no $5,000, $10,000 per episode. She probably getting maybe $500 an episode. Maybe. At the most, at the absolute most. She ain't getting 1,000 episodes. The only way that she won't get 1,000 episodes is if she's only on here for like 5 episodes. They're not gonna pay the girl that much. So that's why I can get if Donna, you know, wasn't getting paid that much last season or the season before that. Because remember, it was a whole season when they didn't like Donna. Donna was a fake ass. She was a fake ass apprentice. So when people say stuff, even when I cracked up and say, you know, Donna's, you know, low budget, she's always a squatter, it's because she probably was struggling and she just so happened to have got on Black Ink Crew. But her being on Black Ink Crew don't mean that she, you know what I'm saying, was getting paid and can afford certain stuff. As we see, remember when Sky was going to see her son that first time, or attempted to go see her son, and that small ass apartment she was in, they wasn't making no money. They just starting to make some money. And I'm pretty sure VH1 flipping the damn bill for her mansion in Atlanta to shoot scenes. So girl, go ahead and be something. So from there, when Walt see that her and Donna gonna be roommates and they're gonna be two peas in the game in a dang gonna fake lesbian pod, you know, he like, well, let me shoot my shot, you know what I'm saying, because Donna might try to get her, because we know Donna be bagging bitches, you know what I'm saying. So he asked Jada out on a date, and she does say yes. So, you know what I'm saying, I think that's cute or whatever. It is what it is. We see Sky is back in New York, and, you know, Cesar is too, of course. And we see, wait, did I miss the whole thing? I guess not. I might just be tripping. But yeah, Sky's back in New York, and she is at the shop, and no one is there. My thing is, wasn't nobody supposed to be there? You shouldn't have seen boo-boo. She like, why am I here? Ain't nobody here? Why I got to manage the shop? Ain't nobody here? Because the shop wasn't even open that day. Because my thing is, ain't no way in the world the shop was open, and there wasn't nobody in there. Girl, bye. So she said she coming in, she gonna do interviews because she need a new manager for Black Ink 113. And it's like, yeah, I got some phone interviews lined up so I can get some people in here, get some interviews done, and get someone to take Melanie's place. Because as we see, I'm guessing Melanie ain't coming back. I don't know if she's coming back later on in the season. You know, but her ass ain't here and she ain't came back. So I'm wondering how she making money, because she got that big old tax bill. I mean, who putting gas in that window, big old ass trailer park thing they living at? And who buying baby diapers? Like, who buying her fruit grass and her juices and stuff? Where her money coming from? Because she ain't getting paid for VH1 because she ain't on no episodes. So, you know, Sky trying to do these phone interviews. I'm looking like she not even on the phone. She doing Skype video interviews. Girl, look. So she interviewed a couple people via video, via phone, via like FaceTime or whatever. And It was a mess. You know what I'm saying? It was a couple people or whatever. Somebody hung up on her. Someone said that he had time to talk to her. And then she gets to this one chick. I don't know the chick name. I think it's Tatiana. I don't want to remember her name because she becomes an active person on the show. So I'm going to call her that girl who want to be manager. So the girl who want to be manager, who I think her name is Tatiana, you know, Sky's talking to her. And she's saying how, you know what I'm saying, manager motherfuckers is my specialty. Who says motherfucker in a job interview? Like, I don't even care if you go into a job interview at a motherfucking factory that's called the motherfucking factory. This called the factory. Who says motherfucker on the goddamn job? Girl, bye. So, you know, she's like, yeah, you know, I managed, you know, up to 25 people. You know, I've had so much experience managing people. You know, that's what I do. You know, I'm also a licensed tattoo artist. I'm a licensed piercer. And Sky's like, oh, happy, go home. And the girl probably just reminds Sky of herself. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what it was. Who cares? They need somebody in there. I'm mad they still overlooking Walt. So she said, well, how about this? We'll, you know, bring you on as a manager and train you for 2 weeks. And if things work out, then, you know what I'm saying, we can possibly make it permanent. And the girl seems happy with that. But I'm like, okay, if you like it, I love it. From there, we see Walt and Jada's little date or whatever. It was real cute. You know what I'm saying? Walt took her to like a erotic, exotic poetry reading type of situation or whatnot. And at first she was like, what is this? What is this? I want to go to poetry sessions here in Michigan, but it's cold right now, so I don't want to go outside too much. But I love poetry readings. I do poetry. I think it's so great. So I love the vibe of it. I think that is a great first date when you're trying to get to know someone. Maybe not erotic sexual when y'all on the first date, but like I think it's a good date place after like date 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? But Walt, like, let her know what I'm thinking about, so I'm going to take her here. And Walt get up, and he actually does his own little poem or whatever to Jada. You know, he says how I wrote this about this girl who I'm on a date with today. And he basically wrote a poem about how beautiful she is and how he just loves looking at her and loves seeing her and want to connect with her. It was really cute. It was really sweet. It wasn't even overly sexual. You know what I'm saying? It was more sensual. And I loved it. I was like, hey, Walt, you know what I'm saying? Do what you do. And then from there, they did, you know, went outside. It was like walking down the street. It was really cute. You know, then they saw like the little bikes that you can pay for to ride. And they got one bike. I don't know why they dig into. But I think maybe she had heels on. And they went for a bike ride. You know, Walt pedaled. She rode the back. In my head, I'm looking like that girl gonna fall. Because she wasn't even holding on right. She was kind of hanging back, like she's gonna fall backwards. I was like, is she gonna fall? Like, is that gonna be the thing? Is she gonna fall? You gonna help her up? And they're gonna be together? But it didn't happen. But it was still cute. I liked it. You know, she seems to be feeling Walt a little bit. It ain't like a pity date. It wasn't like, oh, you know, I don't like you or whatnot. It was cute because she said, you know, I'm feeling you too, and he feeling her. And it's real cute newness. Because it's a newness situation. So, yeah. So, throat is itching. We see at the shop, Ted is like, you know, how the day went, because it's the following day or whatever. And they're like, oh, it was really nice. I liked it or whatnot. Ted like, oh, okay, so, you know, now we can't go out. And she was like, no. And she like, you know, she just said, move your feet, lose your seat. Or she said, you know, too little, too late. Something about how he wasn't quick enough. You know what I'm saying? Got to be quicker than that. And Walt was like, well, God damn it. You know what I'm saying? First, Donna tried to push up on her, not tell, you know what I'm saying? Can I live? What I like is that Jada shut him down. Like, it wasn't even I don't know. She was like, no, we cannot go on a date. Whereas, you know, someone else probably would have said, Donna, well, I don't know, maybe later if it don't work out. She was like, no, I'm good, that's straight. I think that's cool. So, you know, but Ted trying to do this. Ted ain't been dating a girl in a while. Ted don't have no storyline. Ted, what the fuck do you do? Like, we heard nothing else about your brother. You don't do nothing besides sit. I used to follow Ted on Snapchat, and then I stopped because all he posted was like himself going to the mall and getting Louis Vuitton wallets. I was over it. I was like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Ted, I need you to do something, boo-boo. I need you to, like, you know what I'm saying, just have some kind of other storyline and just bring some entertainment. Because Ted used to be, like, he would say, like, little petty stuff, too. Like, he can be, like, a little bit of comedy relief. He don't even do that no more. Walt is fully engulfed in his comedy showcase, you know, of the show, to where if they pan to Walt gonna either say something funny, do something funny, or crack a funny joke. I'm here for Walt and his, you know what I'm saying, that's what he do. Ted, I need you to do something with yourself and just, you know, make it be fun. So, Babe would then walk in as they laughing and joking or whatever, and she's all distraught, not distraught, but she's all upset because she has not talked to her mom. She said she hasn't talked to her mom since her mom told her that her dad had like contacted her on Facebook. She's like, I don't know if my mom was kidnapped, if he found her, what's going on. I'm so worried, and I can't fly back to Korea because it's so expensive. And she said, people think because I'm a tattoo artist that, so I have all this extra money. She's like, what they don't know is for the past 10 years, I send my mother money all the time. She's like, so I support myself and I support my mother, or help support her mother. She's like, that's why she came to New York, was because they said, would your father really do something to her like that? Because when she said, maybe my father kidnapped her or whatever, she said, they said, well, he really do that? And she said, well, yeah, that's why I came to New York, was to escape him. She's like, my mom just decided to stay in Korea, and I can't go back because it's too expensive, and I don't have any money to save, because when I have extra money, I send it to her. And they like, well, what I'm saying, that's sad. They're like, so we're going to help you, get to Korea. We're going to do something for you. And I'm looking like, okay, is that what y'all going to do? So it is what it is. And, they're a group. So it's good. It's nice. It's, for me, I feel like it's a part of the show. I feel like the show was going to fly them to Korea. Okay, that's going to happen. And they're going to fly the whole crew. That's what I thought the minute they said, we're going to help you. Because if you notice now, every season, the group takes a group trip out of the city or the state or the country. That's now a fixture of these VH1 shows. And it is what it is. We then see Cesar, and he with his daughter. And he kind of having some... I really must have thought... No, I'm so dumb. So... I type like little notes to remind myself of what happened, so I can see like, C's talk to Sky or C talk to Ted, and I remember what happened or whatever. I wrote the whole thing, what they did with Alex, and I'm like, why don't I see it? Because I put it all together. So, whole part that I missed. So they do go back to New York. When they go back to New York, C's and Sky, we then see how C's and Ted do go get Alex out of jail. So C's ends up paying $1,550 for Alex. This fool was in jail. He got arrested for some old fucking parking and traffic tickets. $1,300 for traffic tickets. I'm like, I would have left his monkey ass in there for some fucking parking tickets, bruh. Look. The fuck? Bruh. So, he get out and C's like, man, why won't you pay your parking tickets? Like, what, how would you not pay your traffic tickets? He like, what I'm saying? I wasn't really worried about it. Like, it happened so long ago, it just slipped my mind. He was like, you could have paid this in, like, one day of working. He like, why wouldn't you just pay it off? And again, he just wasn't thinking about it. And Ted and C's both tell him, like, what I'm saying? You can't be doing stuff like that. You got to be about your business. You can't just not pay bills that can get you locked up. They're like, the next time this happens, we're going to leave your ass in jail. That's the part I forgot. I'm like, I know they went and got him, but where is it at? I don't know. So, yeah. I hate when I do that, when I think I did something that I didn't. So now we see C's on his little daddy day with his daughter and also his baby mama. And it was real cute. It was at a little golf course or whatever. It was basically C showing us how he has to get back active in his daughter's life. The daughter brings up that she's being bullied in school because of her weight. And how it kind of makes her sad or whatever. She was crying a little bit. It was a really sad moment because the little girl only like 13 or whatnot. And, at that age, some people are skinny, some people are big, some people are thick. You know what I'm saying? I was a thick girl when I was younger. And I didn't get teased because I would punch a motherfucker in their face. However, I wasn't excluded from people saying a little snad and smart stuff. It's just that they said something to me, it didn't faze me. Like, I had a comeback. You have some people who get teased and they get sad and they don't say nothing back. You can't tease me about it. You know what I'm saying? And what's sad is people teasing her for her size. And I don't get the bullying thing. I don't understand it. I get the whole mean girl streak, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, if you say something about me, I will just say something back and I will hurt your feelings. If you want to hurt mine, I'm hurt you right back. If we gonna both be some affected teenagers because you said something about me and your mama. It's so weird. She's a little bit sad about it or whatever. C's bring up how he was also bullied because of how he dressed when he was younger. He said, but my mama told me just to beat him up, so I beat up my bullies. And, he told his daughter not to beat people up, but he did have some really great words for her. He did say, look, don't listen to them, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they gonna probably be stuck in the hood when you ain't gonna be there no more. He said, because like the people who tease me, they ain't around no more. Like some of them in jail, some of them, was killed. He like, so, it didn't matter me listening to them. So he just don't listen to them. And that's the truth. If you have kids, this is what I think about bullies. I think if your child is bullied, you can help them by saying, don't listen to that bullshit. Fuck them kids. However, I think a lot of parents know their kids are bullies and they don't care. If your kid is a bully and you don't care, fuck you too. You know what I'm saying? You need to go sit on a spiked out dildo and get, some things happen to your booty hole. Because I think adults who allow kids to traumatize and bully other kids are bullies in their dang on selves. And, y'all like the lowest piece of scum. Like, you should not want your child to be mean to another child. And I don't mean in the aspect of when kids are literally jokingly saying stuff, but not being mean-spirited. And because it's a difference. It's a big, big difference. Like, you can joke with your friends, and even then it shouldn't be about what their weight, or if they, look funny, if they're ugly, if they're pretty, if they have short, or whatever. It shouldn't be thinking about their physical characteristics. So, if you're an adult and your child is a bully, fix that shit, okay? Because I've told my nephew plenty of times, if any kid messages you, let me know. And your craziest TT is going to come up to your school, and I'm going to fuck some kids up. Not really because I don't beat children, but I don't play around with my nephew. Anywho, so yeah, he tells her, saying that don't worry about them, you're beautiful, you're great, and I love you. And that was a beautiful moment. We see Donna moving in with Jada. And the part that with me with Donna moving in with Jada was awkward was how her boyfriend, Mo, wasn't there to help her move. And I'm like, how did she get the boxes in the cab? Because she said, well, he paid for the cab, but he couldn't help me move in, but he gonna come tomorrow to help me unpack. Well, goddamn, the hard part is done. I don't need help unpacking these couple of boxes of clothes. What I needed was help carrying these damn boxes up these 3 flights of stairs because the girl lived 3 flights up. And I'm looking like, bruh, how you not available to help your girl move? Oh, my God. But it is what it is. The dog pissed on the floor the minute she got there. To me, that is a bad sign of a roommate. If you walk in my door, and the moment you and your dog walk in my door, he pissed on the floor, like is he not house trained? Like, he literally pissed at the doorway. I'm like, you little, and then they just let him piss. Like, y'all didn't just at least put some napkins down so the piss become, girl, bye. So, I believe this is really Jada's house, simply because they were in the kitchen talking, and it was a half thing of paper towel rolled up, but on top of her refrigerator was a few boxes of cereal, and it was a half thing of syrup. And I feel like that's the kind of stuff that you do in your own house. You have stuff sitting around. When it be them old made up Airbnb ass houses that be clean as a whistle, how Stray House be on the Housewives, which means her ass don't live there, or how Sky House don't have nothing around, like her ass don't live there either. That's what I don't like about people's houses. And I don't mean that you can't have a clean house. I mean, your house should never look not lived in. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. You should have your favorite cup or mug on the counter, something like that. You know what I'm saying? You just can't have a whole, I just don't believe anything else. So yeah, I think that must really be her place, because it looked like a place that, like Bay's house, Bay lived there, because she got shit everywhere. So I thought that was cute. So let's hope it work out. Donna has her own room with her own bed, and it had covers on it and everything. So she basically sleeps in somebody else's bed, but it is what it is. Donna bring up how this is a really nice place. You should do some pictures in here. Do pictures? Walk and take your picture. Girl, bye. We're going to think about that. But Jada did say that her and Walt has not slept together yet. I don't know if I believe that, but whatever. We see C's invite Alex to the shop the next day. Well, whatever day. Early in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, I don't know why he got me here so early. Don't nobody get tattoos this early. C's come in with a bucket as if he is Mr. Miyagi. And he said he wanted to teach Alex some lessons to wax on, wax off. If you haven't seen Karate Kid, you too damn young to be watching my videos, but whatever. And I mean the original Karate Kid, not the remake that Jaden Smith made a few years ago with Jackie Chan. No, I mean the original one, okay, back in the 80s or the 90s, okay? Go back to that one. So, he's having Alex, he's like, you owe me some money. I'm going to add some interest. And you're technically an apprentice. So, you know what I'm saying? You're going to work some stuff off. So he had some washing windows. So, if your vision was clear, you could have remembered to pay the $10 a month for your probation stuff. That is very, very much so true. and then go into the back, and he has him cleaning the patio with a toothbrush. And I'm like, he really is, Mr. Miyagi and this man in real life. But he's, on a serious note, he goes and says to him, you know what I'm saying, what's your plan? Like, you can't be out here just doing dumb stuff, not paying bills, just not being a man. He's like, you have you're a grown man, you have a kid who depends on you, and you can't put yourself in certain situations that's going to mess up your livelihood. And the part that I loved about this was Alex was, like, really listening. And he was like, you know what I'm saying, you was really here for me, man. And, because of you just being here for me and giving me a second chance, you know what I'm saying, helping me out, you know what I'm saying, I really have you on a high pedestal. So, I'm really happy that you taking this interest in me, basically, to try to help me in my life. Because think about it, a couple seasons ago, that was C's. C's was behind on child support. C's wasn't paying whatever stuff. It was a lot of things that C's was doing that just wasn't smart and with his brand and, being a business person. And over the past 6 seasons, he has grown to be a little bit more responsible. We know it's a reality show, so some stuff he do is for the show. But for the most part, I really believe Cesar is a smart business person, simply because he has shops opened up in different states. He's smart. He has taken this reality show and he has made it into a lucrative business that makes him money, regardless if he's on the show or not. If the show gets canceled next season, he got 5-6 businesses in different states making him money. He's smart. So, that was a cool thing to see between him and Alex. We then see they're having a costume party, or they're like their annual costume party, and it's going to also be a tattoo-a-thon to raise money for Bae to get to Korea. So they're having, like, the tattoo artists are all doing, like, different tattoos, and that's a good thing. I mean, they are tattoo artists. You're not asking people to donate stuff and not get something in return. They're getting tattoos at probably a cheaper rate or whatever, so that she can get to Korea to see her mom, which is a beautiful thing. So Sky coming in being extra as always. She's coming in as Catwoman. And I'm like, sometimes I just want Sky to walk in and say hello. And not, what up, motherfucker? I don't, sometimes I'm just like, girl, I'm not in the mood for that. Just calm down, please. But that's never going to happen. She comes in with that new maybe manager girl who wants to be a manager. The little part-time assistant. She's not part-time. She is the manager in training. And she kind of introduces her to C's and Ted and says, yeah, I hired her on a trial basis. She's ran a couple of shops. She did say she ran 4 shops. So hopefully she'll work out. So C's like, okay, if she's as good as she says she is, so we might have hit pay dirt. She then says, like, I'm just here to help you make this money. I'm here to make sure everybody makes some money. I'm like, she's talking like a pimp. And I wasn't here for it. I really wasn't. And I think I'm just not here for anybody who come in the gate acting as if they've been shooting with the team the whole season and they just got there and they've been riding the bench since they got there. So I prefer people to come in and not just want to be so like, this is my shit, we all a team. No. I need you to wait to make sure we like you. Just kind of like, or not even that we like you, but say hello to me first. Bitch, like, introduce your fucking self. So, she come in like, what I'm saying, where my artist at? You need a tattoo? Okay, we'll get your tattoo. Come on. Where my artist at? I would say, you don't have any artists, bitch. You don't have anybody. What are you talking about? So she go and she see the ladies, and she's like, she walk up to Bae, Donna, and Jada, who are like sitting, chilling. It looked as if they taking like a little break from tattooing. And, she like, y'all tattooing? Okay, she wants tattoo. Let's get a poppin'. You say, y'all ready? Go get. I'm like, and they look at her like, who the fuck is this bitch? So they like, what? And she's like, y'all want to make this money? You know what I'm saying? She wants a tattoo. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it set up. And, let's get this popping. And Donna like, first of all, who are you? Oh, I'm, insert name here. And you know what I'm saying? I'm the manager in training. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to we trying to make this money. And for me, I think it was too extra. Solely because, bitch, don't walk up to me without saying hello. Hi, I'm Jay Lee. I was just hired as the new manager here. Then we have someone here who wants to have a tattoo done. Are you free? Do that. Don't walk up on my face like, hey, you ready? Yeah, she wants this done. First of all, get your hands out my face. Okay? Do that first. But, you know what I'm saying? Donna and Bae both were just not feeling that. And, because she kept saying, we're going to get this money. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring it to your station. And she was kind of barking orders. She was. And I think the fact that she did not introduce herself, and they like, who the fuck are you? You can't come in here just barking orders and not even introduce yourself, bitch. And it looked like Bae was already a little tipsy, a little, you know what I'm saying, a little extra. She wasn't feeling it at all. And she just wasn't like in her energy. And Bae was like, I don't need you telling me what to do. I've been tattooing all night. And she was like, so whatever. And Bae just wasn't with it. Donna laughing, and Donna like, you know what I'm saying, I work on my own time. And again, I think it was the way old girl walked up to them without introducing herself and just started barking orders at them. I do think that's the reason they reacted that way. I probably would have too. Like, at my job, when someone new starts, they come introduce the person to you. They don't just have someone come in and start saying, hey, can you do it? Because I would be like, who are you? But I think people warn people about me at work. Like, Jaylee's a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? She kind of works on her own, you know. She does her work, but, you know, don't just start barking orders at her. Don't do that. Yeah, because I don't take time. I mean, just introduce yourself to me first. Like, don't just come here saying, can I do something? Because I'm going to be like, who are you? We can go talk to my manager first, and then she can tell me what we're supposed to do, shit like that. Because I'm a bitch, so it is what it is. Anywho, so, like, Donna gets up and she kind of walks away or whatever. She's, like, not paying attention to it. But when Bae was first, I'm like, I'll do it on my own time. Oh, you want to make this money? Okay, you gonna make some money? And so then Donna got up like, man, I'm going to work on my own time. I ain't got time for this. And then when Bae kept on saying, I don't know this bitch. What is she do? I'm not even for this. The girl said, that's how you want to act as a professional tattoo artist? You know what I'm saying? All right, whatever, we're going to do it. And she did this in Bae's face. And that was her mistake when she did this in Bae's face. Because Bae turned and looked. And Bae just started swinging on old girl. Looking like, Bae! Man, look, Bae started swinging. Then Donna started swinging. Then Jen started. I mean, it was like a trifecta. You know what I'm saying? It was boom, boom, boom. And they all beating her up. I'm looking like, first of all, you shouldn't jump people. You know what I'm saying? The Bae swung, that's one thing. But you can't be jumping into fights. I don't like that kind of stuff. Let it be a one-on-one thing. Even if your friend losing, you just break it up. Okay, you can't, because if you jump in it, your friend will be a punk anyway. You know what I'm saying? But we too old to be fighting anyway. I'm too old. So it was, you know, Bae said how she was just pissed because, you know, she had been working all night and she didn't want to be rushed, basically. So, you know, Sky, they break it up or whatever. Sky say, well, let's separate them. I'm going to then have them come back and have a conversation. You know, Bae and the girl go outside and talk, and the girl was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, you know, we should get this money, and I was just, And Bae was like, let me stop you right there. She was like, you know, this tattoo-a-thon is for me. It's to help me get to Korea, or whatever. She was like, so, you know what I'm saying? You come to my face, clapping your hands about making some money. She was like, it was too much. And, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You need to tone her down. And, you know what I'm saying? We don't know you. And that was the simple thing. One, we don't know you. And two, you too goddamn extra in my face. And that's all that it was. Because you... But, you know, it is what it is. So they kind of not make up, but Bae just like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really here for her, but it is what it is. But I'm not going to be beefed out with her, but I let her know you need to tone it down a whole bunch. So the next thing that we see is a person come in dressed up as like a Grim Reaper. And I'm like, who is the Grim Reaper? Little tall little man or whatnot. Take his mask off and it's oh shit. I can honestly say I miss oh shit. Because they kind of like didn't have him on here and like didn't address where he was, where he went. But, you know, when he came back and they was all ecstatic to see him, even C said, man, where you been? Where you been? He like, oh, I've been in California, you know what I'm saying? Me and Nikki was in California, whatever, just working on some things. And then, cause remember, Nikki left and went to Cali last season, and she hadn't came back. So I'm guessing he must have went there to be with her or whatever. And they're like, oh, where Nikki at? And she was like, oh, we broke up. We're not together no more. And they're like, what? Oh, they acting all happy. And I'm like, he lying. And I said that's only because on social media they just had a baby and they still married. So I'm like, I'm assuming they had some kind of, my phone is so funny. I'm assuming they had some kind of issue and they broke up for a minute and we just, you know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. But we know they're back together. And even to that tonight, and now it's the end of it basically him saying, you know what I'm saying, him and Nikki broke up or whatever. And he's no longer richer. He's back to being old shit. But we know they are back together now. Because he even posted tonight after the show aired, you know, I want to thank you to my wife, love my life. You know, it's been hard. You know, we moved. What did he say? How they moved from wherever to wherever, moved from New York. And they were like sleeping on the floor to I want to read what it said just because hopefully I can pull it up fast. So he can, I don't gotta be like, why is she taking her dang on time? And I don't even know if he on here as old shit or not. Yes, he is. So, y'all like, why is she reading from her phone? Happy birthday to my beautiful wife, Nakia, or whatever her name is. She's one of the coolest, smartest, thoughtful, and loving people I know. The past 2 years have been so dope, and and we have gained so much together. We went from literally sleeping on the floor to getting our first home in Atlanta 9 months ago. I love you and look forward to the rest of my life with my family. So, yes, you said, yeah. So, we know they're together. We know they just had a baby. And, so it is what it is. So I'm guessing we'll see kind of how that plays out. So maybe them getting back together or whatever. But, what I'm saying? I'm here for old shit. I think old shit is one of the originals. And it's cool to see the, more original people being back. And he's a great tattoo artist. He looks better. He looks clean. And meaning that he has gotten his, from the whole drinking and drugging or whatever, he looks clean. And it's a wonderful thing. So, what I'm saying? That's my view of Black Ink Crew. I'm about to watch If Loving You Was Wrong. And I can review that. And I think I said I'm going to bed. So, I am Jay Lee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Peace. I don't know why I'm being weird right now, but yeah, peace.